Hello, welcome everybody. This is Lindsay, and this is the last video that I am sharing while I am on vacation. In fact, I'm probably home by the time you're watching this, but just to be on the safe side and so I don't have to rush right back in to work, I have one more video pre-filmed. I'm filming it before I leave and having it scheduled to upload while I am gone. This is a junk journal that I created, and it's called Woodland Grace. I love the touches I put in it, and I hope you do as well. This journal is for sale, but it might already be sold because when I pre-filmed this, probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I put it up in the shop. So I don't know if somebody scarfed it up or not, but you can take a peek. The link is in the description box below. So this is called Woodland Grace, and I've used a kit that Joanne Hall and I created together called Woodland Grace, and it was a part of our Dreamy Designs collection. Now you can get this collection still. There's 3 ways that you can get it. It is a retired collection, but if you have the Ultimate Lifetime Collection, then it is in there, or you can purchase that on my website, which has all of my kits and digitals and all of that in it, except for anything that's exclusive. Or, even though it's retired, if you type in my website in the search bar, if you type in Dreamy Designs, then it will pop up. Nothing new is being added to it. It's probably still floating around there somewhere. If it is, you can still purchase that and we'll receive the link to, I believe there's 16 kits in it. Or the third way is if you want Woodland Grace by itself, just this kit, Joanne offers them in her Etsy shop, Junk Journal Treasures, and you can purchase just Woodland Grace from her. All right, let's get into this. The closure is a dyed fabric. I got these fabric strips in some Happy Mail. They were just white, and I used Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist in the blue raspberry color. I have to say, pardon, my hands are full of glue and ink, and I just finished this journal, so they're a mess. And I just stitched together 3 pieces of this dyed fabric to make the closure. The cover is the front of a 12 by 12 scrapbook paper pad that I've used up the paper. And so that is what the cover is. This has 2 signatures, and I believe that there are 120 pages, but I will put the exact number for sure in the description box of the listing. It is a fabric collage cover. So it is made from, there's like a cardboard type chipboard here in the middle. And then I collaged all of these fabric scraps to create the cover and then zigzagged around them. I chose colors that were blues and purples, but I threw in touches of green and orange and yellow as well. I did a different binding technique. You can see here, you can see the 2, gosh, what are they called? Strings here, and then there's one going this way because I used one string to do both signatures, and I think I need to perfect it a little bit, but they're in there tightly and strongly. Then this is some cardstock layered on cardstock, but this cardstock has Glimmer Mist, and it has, like it's Brusho, or I think it's Brusho. And then there's a whole bunch of little ribbons and scraps of thread and things, kind of reminiscent of what a bird collects to make a nest. This image here is from Woodland Grace, and I've stitched around and glued that on. There's some rhinestones, there's some sequins, there's a flower and a button. On the inside, I've covered this with blue paper, reinforced it with some scrapbook paper, and let's get into the pages. This label is from Woodland Grace. I've turned it into a pocket to do a double tag, add a scrapbook paper there. And then you can see the edges. I've used sari silk, and I've used this dyed fabric that I was telling you about. And then there's this one that I got in Happy Mail that I put in there as well. So isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love those edges. There's a little beaded safety pin on that one. This is from, I think this is from Modern Maiden, unless it's part of Woodland Grace. Oh my goodness, I should remember these things. I have a little fabric sample pocket, a little stamped butterfly there. These are my colorful burst papers, and I did a tutorial on this. You probably saw it 2 videos ago because I pre-filmed it, and it should have been uploaded 2 videos ago on how I made these using washi tape and white paper and Brusho. So there. And then this postcard is from Woodland Grace. Just stuck that in there. There's a little Project Life card, a little sparkly dyed paper for journaling. There's blue paper. This is just 20-pound blue paper. Washi sticker. This is from Woodland Grace. I've used a couple of, I've added in, I think this is from Blooms and Butterflies from Dreamy Design as well. Because Dreamy Designs, they really work well together. A little floral bead. This is from Butterflies in Flight that Lonnie and I did. You'll see the butterfly on the other side. Some cardstock. This is from Farmhouse Daisies. Vintage book page. Handmade paper. I didn't make it. I think it's like a store-bought handmade paper. Woodland Grace. Butterflies in Flight. I got this big tag in Happy Mail, and I knew this was the perfect journal to put it in. There's the colorful burst paper again, and then I've also done some stamping. I believe that's Woodland Grace, Butterflies and Blooms. Anyway, I might get them wrong kit to kit because they go so well together. This is from Blooming African Violets. Put on little sequins on that sari silk. This little page corner topper, Joanne made me. She sent it to me in some Happy Mail, and the colors went perfectly. Added a little stamped memories. There's the other side of the tag with some stickers. Butterfly in Flight. But no, don't glue on there. Little bag with a little tag I made. Oh, there's the other side. Well, I'm never at the right angle to slip these tags in. Farmhouse Daisies. A little mixed media pocket I made, and a label from Woodland Grace. It has a little badger on it. Butterflies in Flight. I think that's what it's called. Little fussy cut butterfly. I've done some stamping. This is an Ivy stamp that Vicki gave me. I love that stamp. Joanne made me this. It is a journal card made from a Vintage Bird book page. And then I've done a little pink stapled cluster, the bunny I cut out from Woodland Grace. There's wallpaper, there's fabric. There's a little wooden butterfly. I think Peggy sent that to me. We've been doing some swaps. We're having a lot of fun. I think that came in there, and I love the blue, so I added it. Gorgeous Woodland Grace. This one is also from Dreamy Designs, but from another one of the kits. I think it's called Fresh Lavender. Some hand-dyed paper I made. Some coffee dyed paper Joanne did and sent to me. There's a little tall bag. And then this is from my Vintage Fussy Cut ads. Joanne also made this little altered paper clip, and I added on some sequins. And then here's a little, I got this envelope in Happy Mail. And then I put a couple of die cuts or a couple goodies inside, and then I've wax sealed it with one of the wax seals from craftspire.com. Definitely check out their website. And I just used hot glue, just a clear hot glue. I put a little bit of blue glimmer mist. It didn't show through that well, but I stamped it, and then I used one of their gold markers to go over it, and that's a great way to get color without having to buy a bunch of different waxed colors. Some beads and applique. This is from Woodland Grace. I did some gel pen faux stitching around it. This is from Industrial Hum, one of my kits. It's a little die cut heart. My son die cut that heart for me out of wallpaper, and then I put some string, a little Vintage Fussy Cut ad, and then I made a square journal card. This is a Victoria Designs paper, a journal card from Woodland Grace, a little handmade fabric ribbon, and then a burlap flower, and then on the back is just collaged up some papers. There's a vintage book pages in the middle, so it's nice and sturdy. More Woodland Grace. Little note papers with stamping. Blessings. That word comes with the Woodland Grace ephemera pieces. This is Farmhouse Daisies, I believe. No, maybe not. I think that one's Dreamy Designs Club somewhere. There's some glitter, like sequins on there. Industrial Hum. This is half of a big label from the kit, and I've just jazzed it up, added some paper, stamped an ivy tag here. Butterflies in Flight. I got this little applique in Happy Mail, this little cluster, and then I added some of my dyed blue fabric behind it. My son also die cut this little tag. He did it, it has the faux stitch, he did it backwards, there's pink flowers on the other side, but I liked the white, so I just used a blue gel pen, wrote my thoughts, and drew a little bow. This is Fresh Lavender from Dreamy Designs. This is Farmhouse Daisies. And then in the back, the library card that comes with the Woodland Grace. I titled it and I authored it, and you can write your name and info on there as well. I am so pleased with how this came out. It is better than I even imagined. It just came out so well, and I had so much fun creating this. I hope that you got some inspiration from it and that it'll inspire you to sit down at your craft desk and make something, whether it be small or large, whether you have 5 minutes or 5 hours. Thank you for spending some time with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. And the next video that you see, I will be back in town at work sharing some marketplace journals, most likely.